Hi, my name is Emily Becker. I'm a dual degree at Lehigh University. I'm studying biology and anthropology. I'll be graduating in May 2011. I do research with Murray Itzkowitz in the Itzkowitz lab here at Lehigh, and our overall focus is to look at animal behavior and how that relates to overall behavioral ecology and evolution. And I've been looking specifically at courtship practices within that goal. My research, I've been working with a graduate student here. His name is Joe Lease, and we've been focusing on mating practices in the convict cichlid. We want to look at mating behaviors, courtship behaviors, and how they influence mate choice and partner preference. So we've been manipulating courtship behaviors using different hormones in male convict cichlids to see how that affects female choice of a mate and how it affects male courtship behaviors and choice in a female as well. Getting to work in a lab with graduate students and professors has been awesome for me in terms of my education. It's given me more of a real world view of what I'd like to go into. I always wanted to go into animal behavioral research, and this has given me more of a hands-on practice in that field than I would have received otherwise through my education. So being part of a lab group such as the Itzkowitz lab, where you're working with a professor, graduate students, and other undergraduates, gives me a much better lab experience overall with my research. In our lab group meetings, we discuss everybody's individual topics and how they apply to one another, and help each other to really hash out ideas and new experimental plans. In this way, you can form new ideas that you may not have come up with on your own, just thinking on your own terms. And really, you can supplement your research with others' research as well, which is very helpful working in a lab, especially when working with live animals, when you're not used to them. I was new in this lab in the fall, and so that gave me a lot of help learning from other people's mistakes and successes as well. And in the end, critique from everyone, even other undergraduate students, is really helpful. If you have a problem in the lab, they can kind of critique you and come up with a better system, which will ultimately improve your results. Ultimately, I'd love to be able to combine my 2 degrees, biology and anthropology, in order to work in kind of the conservation field, working with either endangered species or just species that are being encroached by civilizations, and the cultures that they come in contact with, in order to better preserve species and wildlife at large. I've thought a lot about graduate school in terms of my research and continuing research or starting new projects. At this point, I haven't committed to that idea yet. It is still in my mind, but I'm taking a year off for now. I'd like to begin working a little bit more in my field and see where I get before I specialize in a graduate program, so that I can better choose a program that would be suited for my future endeavors.